So guys, 1 sec, I just gotta press all the buttons and the beep and the boops, and there we go! It's the best of 5 finals for the OlimoLeague. It's the OlimoLeague 22, I'm Rifkin casting with Zombie Grub. It's Spawny here in the bottom left corner of the map. He leads this series currently. We'll see if he can close it out here. It's the blue, my Insanity player, Sacsri.
In the upper right, as the red Terran, it's Liquid TaeJa, and I hope he has a plan for this map.
I mean, if he plays greedy again, then that's it's like Marine King levels of arrogance, I feel. At this point, yes, that last game was a bit of a coin flip in the favor of Sacsri. It was a huge risk, but it paid off really well. And I don't know if TaeJa necessarily wants to play that risk again. By the way, side note to all of this, were you, I don't recall, because you joined the cast late last time, were you around when we were discussing the sickest logo placements for sponsorships on jerseys?
No.
So I definitely thought about this watching Pig win his WCS group yesterday, or come second or whatever. But I think the best sponsorships to have logo placement would be on the armpits. Because right now all the sponsors are currently on the shoulders, right? And when they throw their arms up in the air and the camera cuts to them because they won, and that's when everybody's got their eyes on the player, nobody sees the sponsorship logos because they're all behind them because their arms are in the air, right? But the armpits are then exposed. So what if you put a sponsorship logo on the armpit? You wouldn't see it as often, but you would see it at the critical moments, like winning a game.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You put the sponsor on the chest.
Go on. This sounds quite radical, but go on.
I think that's all you have to do, really, truly. Because the last thing you want is like the sweaty like armpits, you know, like the sweat stains showing when they raise their hands
even better.
on your sponsor logo.
Because then you print it with a lighter color, so when it gets darkened by the sweat, it looks normal.
I think it still looks like you're sweating in your armpits. Just, you know, I've never had like lettering on my armpits before, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Here's another crazier idea, right? Let's say like that logic is sounded. You put the sponsorship logo on the armpit, but you also put it on the shoulder at the same time. Why
not just put it on the shoulders? I don't agree with this. And if we ever have to make team jerseys,
oh, I'm 100%. No, there's not going to be discussion. This is going to be Rifkin saying, you know what, Zombie Grub? I'm
if you get to choose what the logo is, I get to choose what the logo looks like.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And you know what I like.
Anime weird shit.
Rifkin. That's your couple name, by the way.
No! Why is that?
Rifkin!
No! You didn't even ask us. There's no consent with this. And that's a really big deal, you know, especially in today's day and age.
It's not even the likeness, okay? Like, I'll just give him another type of hat that says, like,
it's
Ace
not
Cat.
It's not that no means no. It's that yes means yes.
No, what? Stop. Anyways.
Tumblr would be so upset with you right now, Zombie Grub.
Very, very quick third command center before the factory.
Yeah, Sacsri's like on the verge of scouting this. Now, TaeJa does have Marines spawning from this Rax, and it's very important he actually keeps these Overlords out, more so than normal. The bunker can be down at the front. TaeJa's making it look like a pretty, I don't know, defensive opening, but does he know that it's defending a third base? Does he know that that's what is trying to be hidden through this? I mean, a third command center, it doesn't mean that Sacsri's going to automatically be like, oh, yo, all in, snap, you know, the fingers type thing. But the idea is still that this is a vulnerability, and TaeJa doesn't want to reveal that vulnerability. He wants Sacsri to be thinking, yeah, there's possibly a Banshee on the way. Yeah, there's Hellions coming out pretty quick.
Yeah. Okay. We're back to like the game on Overgrowth, where it's like, okay, they're both playing greedy, but hopefully Sacsri doesn't try and get defensive structures that he just doesn't need, you know? Because now it's greed versus greed. There's no all-in on the way. So hopefully he doesn't get spore crawlers, and hopefully he doesn't get, you know, like too much of an early baneling nest. Like drone, and then you'll have to always, you're gonna ask the question like, what's better, a very passive game for the Zerg or for the Terran? And most people say for the Zerg. Most people are always about, you know, not letting Zerg drone to 100 and stuff like that. Especially on this map too. Like, TaeJa picked this map, and he's just gonna macro on it. I mean, it's really not that bad of a macro map, I guess, for Terran. It's really about those back rocks being abused that makes it such, like, a map. But I still don't like it.
Well, I actually I'm a little bit curious which way. We saw Cross with great success, or Crass, pardon me. He did the whole expand vertically instead of horizontally towards your opponent, aggressive moves. I just feel like while that's a really cool idea in concept and maybe a good way to take advantage of this third base plus this map, it's not a good way to play against Sacsri. So that's coming back to, I guess, yeah, a little bit worried about your point where this map, it's just not the greatest map for Terrans, generally speaking.
Yeah. It's, yeah, again, not terrible, but just like it's. I don't like the way it looks. Okay, we do have the Banshee follow up again. This is after the third CC, so it's a very like oddly timed Banshee, and it's not gonna have cloak, and it is gonna delay like the medevacs and whatnot. But it's gonna be very good for defense. It can just be parked over on the like in the middle of the map, and be